Anything like that. Like it's nothing like that, right? So it is what it is.
No pressure.
No pressure. Now the pressure's on you, not when I was signing the check. All right. So first of all, thank you guys sincerely. It means everything to me that you guys trusted me. I know you guys are all the way out in Pensacola. You know, you called me all that, trusted me with your business. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
It's been a pleasure.
For sure. I wanted to know, so how did you find me?
So we were shopping for this Toyota Sienna on Facebook Marketplace, and I don't know, I just wasn't really satisfied with what we were seeing, but we did come across one ad, and it was something that you had posted, and you had a link to your site. I said, "Oh, let's check this guy out."
Yeah, it's like he's got really good reviews on Google.
Yeah, I was like, "Wow, 5 stars! Like this guy's," and a bunch of 5-star reviews. So I'm like, "That's kind of a rare thing." And then I went to your website and I started watching your YouTube videos. I was like, oh, he's not just like a salesman, he's educating people. That's a rare thing. That's a beautiful thing too.
Wow.
So I was watching them. I'm like, because I don't really understand how the car industry works, like used cars or whatever. But I really appreciate when someone takes the time to educate, customers or potential customers, on how the whole process works.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Before we get to the next question, I just showed you guys something. You just mentioned Google reviews, right? Now, I just showed you that somebody left me they left a review. They were mad I wasn't doing business with them, right? And you saw one version of it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And when I showed you the edited version after I responded politely to this woman, did you guys see what she did? How she lied on me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she went back and altered her original review.
Exactly.
Which is crazy. That's like disingenuous.
I also think it's been very polar opposite to our experience with you.
Yes.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah, the whole process has been incredible. Like it's been a joy. I look forward to your daily texts actually.
Awesome, man.
And I mean, if you want to go through how it all went for us, we gave you a very specific vehicle that was pretty hard to find. Like we were having trouble finding it on our own. You weren't finding them, you weren't finding too many. And after, it was like 2 weeks or maybe a little more.
I think it was more than that.
Maybe
Close to a month,
I think it was like 3 weeks, yeah. And you said, look, do you want your deposit back? Like it was very easy. I was like, I guess, man, we'll just try on our own, But even after I got the deposit back, you were still looking for us because you contacted me then a couple days later and said, I think I found one for you, like a really nice looking one. Are you interested? And now here we are. Like it was awesome.
That's incredible how life works, man. Awesome. I wrote down these questions so I could try to be like a better interviewer, but I think you covered everything right there.
Really?
So let me see. So I actually, when it comes down to like the inspection part, did you feel like I sent you guys enough videos to let you know what was going on with the car? Like how did you feel about all that?
I was super impressed because like it started off with something that nobody really thinks about, like the driver that delivers it from wherever it's coming from. In this case, it was a guy coming from Dallas, I believe.
Yeah. And
I got to see how you interact even with the delivery driver. It was very personable. You made him feel really good. I was like, yeah, Johnny's cool, man. And then you took us through the vehicle, like a walk around. You pointed out all the little cosmetic flaws, which weren't anything major, but you pointed everything out.
That we knew about too, right?
And you told me exactly what the next steps were. So you're like, okay, I'm going to give it, I'm going to drive it around a bit. We're going to take it to the mechanic for an inspection and see if it needs any maintenance. Take it to the body shop and talk to them and see what it's going to cost to fix any of these things. And then you give us the option. It's like, do you want to have any of the cosmetic work done because it's such a good deal? Do you want to have the maintenance done because I can get good deals on that too? And then even during the whole process of it being in the body shop, like you were pointing out this and that, like little details. So
how about the mechanical inspection?
Yeah, same kind of thing. Like very thorough. I think you sent us like 3 or 4 videos of the shop, and it was everything, man. Under the hood, undercarriage, fluids, everything. So
it has
very
felt
thorough.
Very because I've bought only cars from private parties before. I've never purchased a car from a dealer or like an intermediary or anything like that. So I didn't really know what to expect. But after this experience, I said to Gary the other day, like, man, this is so much easier and feels much more reassuring than just buying a car from some person on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or like wherever, like a private party, because there is that kind of insurance that someone who's knowledgeable has gone through every step, who knows to look for things that I wouldn't know to look for. And I think even when there was that little period of time where maybe we weren't going to get a car through you, you had already told us so much information about what to look for in a used vehicle that when we were looking on our own, Gary was like, "Oh no, look at those bolts!" Like
That's
Johnny
very
said
cool.
that those are like those shouldn't be have any rust in them, so this one isn't good because there's probably rust elsewhere. I was like, okay, fine.
Very cool.
Yeah, but you know, I'm glad that we ended up getting a car through you after all. But to not have to spend any time or energy like doing this whole process and looking at, you know, every little option that we wanted and trim package and this and that, it's exhausting, especially if you're going through the like a private party listing, to just nitpick every little thing to make sure it's actually the car you want is it's a lot of time. And so I was very impressed, and I think it was well worth it to go.
That's
see.
so awesome. Seriously.
Yeah, and you were such a perfectionist, even more than us, which I was like, damn, this guy's really nitpicky, but in the best way, right? Because you were just like, I don't know about that little thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this guy's even more particular than we are.
Yeah.
But that's great, because then I know we're going to get something excellent.
As far as like the condition report, because I don't want anybody to think like they might not know that I actually send people a condition report that points out like, so every little cosmetic thing that was on the car we already knew about.
Oh yeah.
So was the condition report helpful?
Very helpful. Yeah, because we know what we're getting into then.
And I think it was like Gary said, you're so thorough and nitpicky that like the things that were on the condition report versus like seeing the car in real life, I'm like, oh, that's, you know, you like highlighted it like it's a big thing, you know. I'm like, oh, that's like a little tiny speck. Okay, like that's yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I do that just to make sure, because I don't want anybody to ever be mad at me.
No, that's great. Yeah, there's no surprises at all. Like it's.
Yeah.
You said we were gonna get an excellent vehicle, like a sweet ride, and it is. Like once we got it in sight for the first time, I was like, oh man, that thing looks great.
Yeah.
I want to be.
It looks practically brand new, especially on the inside. It's pristine.
That's so awesome. I really think, let me look at my questions. I think you guys covered everything. I guess maybe the last one is when I mentioned to you guys about the 3K deposit. I mean, you guys live out in Pensacola. You never met me. What was your thought about the 3K deposit?
Yeah, honestly, I was like, well, I don't know. Can I trust this guy? So, because, like, I don't know, you're some dude I met off the internet at that time anyway. Yeah. And I went through all your reviews again and just, like, searched, you know, did my internet research, my due diligence. And I was like, well, I don't think this is going to be an issue.
Well,
I felt pretty confident.
Yeah, going through the bank like you do, I believe that if there was any sort of like fraudulent interaction, we could use that method of recourse to get our money back. If like worst case scenario, right? Yeah. But it also makes sense that you're gonna do all this work. You don't want to just be running around like a crazy person for people who aren't seriously looking to use your service. So, like, if you're a serious business person, you need to have a serious client, and the best way to show intention is to be able to put a little money down and let you feel confident that we're not going to just bail on you after you've done all of this on our behalf. So it does make sense. It's a little bit like, ooh, is this okay? But like the risk isn't actually, it's not as risky as it feels, because you can still get your money back.
Yeah. You know, one of my clients told me that the way she looked at it was, instead of looking at it like what you can lose, she said what I can gain. Mm-hmm. You know, like I don't have to go run around to do this and do that. So cool. For anybody looking at this video right now, thinking about calling me, what would you guys tell them?
Don't hesitate, just do it. Like you are very good at what you do. Yeah.
I appreciate it. You guys, I'm almost in tears. You guys, I appreciate it so much, sincerely. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
No, we appreciate you, man. We're so stoked.
Awesome.